Steel City live after a week 2 win by your Pittsburgh Steelers, holding on there at the end. Missed opportunities, the name of the game. The referees, yes, guys, I'm not going to argue that. The officiating continues to be absolutely just not good. Not good, guys. I cannot say enough about the Pittsburgh Steelers in terms of their fight. We'll give them that. But there's missed opportunities there where the Steelers could have capitalized and should have capitalized. Penalties hurting them sometimes. Sometimes them shooting themselves in the foot. Sometimes being a little ultra conservative at times. Some of the things that have happened throughout this ball game in terms of the pass rushers, man, I don't understand how that is called by the referees. I just don't understand the way that they jump the snap, the tackles, to where it's just blatant shit. I don't know. It's just weird to me how that they call the game against the pass rush. I understand about protecting the quarterbacks, and it's not just the Steelers, guys. I'm not just saying this for the Steelers' sake. It's across the league. It's bad. The officiating is bad, really bad, and it's starting to water down this game in a big, big way, and it's starting to become a hard watch. I hate to say that because I love football so much. I spend every day around the game. Every day. Every day of my life I spend around the game of football, and at one level or another, and it is literally becoming tough with this officiating, man. I had some calls against my team today. We were blowing a team out, and, I was trying to reel my kids in a little bit. I don't like to rub anything in anybody's face because they are kids, and I don't want to, embarrass anybody. But, you get some cheap calls sometimes. Trying to dictate the pace of the game, and it is what it is. I understand that. But at the NFL level, man, with the amount of money that's at stake here, with the amount of eyes watching the game, it has to be better. It has to be better. And I'm not just saying this because it's the Pittsburgh Steelers getting some bad calls, because, again, it's all across the league, man. It's everywhere. It's not just for the Steelers. It's happening every week, game in, game out, every single team. The officiating has to be revamped in some way, shape, or form, man. Do I want the human element out of it? No, because I feel like that adds something to the game. But there's got to be some way to fix some of this, man. Some way. Let me get to the chat. Again, a Pittsburgh Steelers win here. Good to see you all in there. TD, Everett, Justin, Brent. Let's keep going. I'm just going to get down to the bottom. John Broadway. Let's keep going. Rich Kuzma, what's up? Tom Ford, what's up? I did not get home. I listened to the game the whole first quarter, basically on the radio as I was driving back from our game in Clay Battelle, which is in Blacksville, West Virginia, and I live in Morgantown, actually Cheat Lake, right on the Pennsylvania line. So I was listening to the game there at the beginning on the radio just because I had a coach to coach my boys. Just to let you know, we won today. We put up some 30-something or something like that, but I got to get a lot of kids some reps that normally don't, so that was cool. Big boy shit, man. I loved it. We were starting to run that spread offense. It was looking pretty cool, but just to let you know, we caught a dub today. So here we are, talking Steelers football. It's kind of crazy. Fields looking like a big boy at quarterback. I got to give this to Justin Fields. I felt like his ability to process the game was a little bit better today in my eyes. I feel like Justin Fields started to do some things that I thought needed improved upon from week 1 a little bit better. I felt like the offensive line failed him a little bit this week. I felt like some of the timely penalties, Broderick there with that one, some of those things just hurt. And again, the thumbnail of this show here for the post-game show was missed opportunities. and they can haunt you even when you win ball games. And when you turn on this tape, if you're the Steelers on Tuesday and you really dive into this, well, if you're the coaching staff on Monday or later tonight, perhaps on the ride home, you have to see the missed opportunities out there. I felt like Arthur Smith called a really good ball game, but yet I felt like the Steelers could have opened things up a little bit more. And I understand people will say a win is a win, a dub is a dub, whatever. I get that. But sometimes, you really need to take a look inside of your football team whenever you do win ball games, because this wasn't anything that I would be jumping for joy over, because the Broncos didn't play that well. And this Pittsburgh Steelers defense played lights out yet again, giving the opportunity to the offense to really hang a number and really control this game. And again, the offense didn't, but there could have been opportunities, so I can't totally beat down the offensive performance. I can't do that. I have to give them some credit. I have to give the defense, though, immense amount of credit yet again. But the offense, I feel like, is there. They are just right there. But something is just missing. Is it some of the third down play calling? Is it some of the second and long play calling? You don't always have to run the ball on 2nd and 10. You know what I mean? You don't always have to throw short of the sticks on 3rd and 10. Yeah, there's got to be some mix up there, man. It has to happen. Let's get to the chat a little bit, man. Try to get through some of your questions. What's up, Tom? Sam O. Hey, dude, I'm a Pats fan, but W. Did you guys win today? I didn't get to see that. I need to bring up the scores here. I do have them. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's run through some of the scores right quick to update you guys on the AFC North in particular, but get through some of these games. Let me get to week 2 here. Of course, you saw the Bills and that Tua stuff. The Bills win 31-10. You had the San Francisco 49ers lose to the Vikings in a shocker, if you ask me. The New England Patriots fall short by 3, losing to the Seattle Seahawks in overtime today. The New York Giants lose to the Commanders. I thought that would happen. I picked a lot of games wrong, though. Chargers win 26-3, beating up on the Panthers. Saints put up another big number today, beating the Dallas Cowboys, which I felt like was a shocker, but the Saints win 44-19. The Colts lose to the Green Bay Packers 16-10. Jordan Love is out, according to some. I thought I heard that Malik Willis was in. The Cleveland Browns barely beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 18-13. The Jets win 24-17. Buccaneers hold on for a win against the Lions. I picked that game. I thought Baker Mayfield would stay hot, and the Buccaneers go ahead and beat the Detroit Lions 20-16. The Raiders in a shocker and big AFC North news. The Ravens lose to the Raiders 26-23 today, and that was a big loss for the Baltimore Ravens. Also, you saw the Cardinals win 41-10, and that's a shocker for me. In a heartbreaker last-second field goal, the Cincinnati Bengals lose 26-25 to the Chiefs. The Steelers, of course, win 13-6. And then we have our night games. Crazy shit, man. The Steelers now 2-0 atop the AFC North. And the Cleveland Browns sit, second place, 1-1, and everybody else is 0-2. Who would have thought, guys, that we would be sitting here week 2 with the Pittsburgh Steelers starting to build a lead inside of the AFC North, man, heading into week 3, sitting 2-0, now giving themselves a little bit of room. Sorry, Samo, for your Pats losing that close game, man. Brent, we did that one. Cutthroat, Big John says, John Enberg says, averaging 15 points per game, which is 3 less than that, than Canada Dry. Absolutely. You can't win a championship doing this, guys. But I will say this. The Pittsburgh Steelers are on the cusp of doing some special things. I thought today was going to be the coming out party. And if I'm Mike Tomlin, I can't go to Russell Wilson now. And I can't. And I've been a big advocate of Russell Wilson. But right now, you can't go to Russell Wilson. You can't. Because the Pittsburgh Steelers offense is set right now to start putting it together, and you can see it. If you really look at the tape and you really look at the way each and every play is developing and how Arthur Smith is starting to utilize Justin Fields, how Arthur Smith is starting to allow Justin to push the ball in certain situations down the field, how you're starting to see the run game start to take place, I think that it would be a mistake right now taking out Justin Fields. And I think you will at least see him in week 3. I think as long as the Pittsburgh Steelers continue to reel off W's, no matter if they're ugly or pretty, I think you continue to see Justin Fields, and I think it's the right thing to do. Roberta Campbell, yes, the refs were horrible in this game too. TJ and Highsmith hardly ever get holding calls as they are being choked to death. I can't disagree, Roberta. And that's why I find it so weird the way they're officiated. And I'm not just saying that for them. There is many instances of good pass rushers all through the NFL that are, not getting calls at all. Let me get a drink. Keep going with the chat. Frosty Zero, shoot, Steelers are good. Defense is really good, but the offense has to continue to get better. Hey, thoughts on the Saint game? That's from Toasty. Yeah, the Saints, man, put up a number, guys. That's a big one for me. That's 2 weeks in a row hanging up major numbers, man, and that's got to be encouraging if you're a Saints fan. Caleb greater than Fields. Caleb sucks. I hate Caleb Williams. I think he's a turd. That's just my opinion. Cameron Candy, Saints game. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit. Tom Ford, yeah, even though the Steelers won, they still got screwed by the refs a few times. Yes, they did, but they shot themselves in the foot a few times too. So, when you're trying to overcome both things, shooting yourself in the foot and trying to overcome, the referees, it begins to be tough, really, really tough. You saw Dante Jackson, guys, go down a couple times in this game. He went down once, came back in, then went down really late in the game. You saw Corey Trice rolling the dice, as Sean would like to say, rolling the dice with Corey Trice, get that big interception in the end zone. I think there was a lot of things to be encouraged about. I will say this also, Beanie Bishop, man, does not having Cameron Sutton hurt. He's not performing very well, guys. Beanie Bishop's getting cooked, and he's missing tackles when he has the opportunity. Turn on the tape and you'll see. DJ Thomas, wide receiver 2, needs to show today more than ever. I thought they're going to end up having. Here's the thing. If the Steelers continue to rattle off wins and nobody really emerges out of that wide receiver room, they're going to have to try to figure something out here and make a deal. And they might have to overpay for that deal. I answered that, Cameron D. I was pretty close. What's up? Yeah, you were pretty close, D. Pretty close, man. That was a good one. Good guess. Danny George, offense looked better than Matt Canada. I won't disagree with that, guys. They just have to turn this corner. And you can't have those penalties, man. And the offensive line right now, Dan Moore Jr. didn't play spectacular. I didn't think Troy Fautanu played spectacular. I thought Zach Frazier had a couple miscues, but played solid, if you ask me. James Daniels didn't jump off the paper at me as being super, super great either. I thought Spencer Anderson played okay, but okay just isn't going to be good enough. And the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to have to figure out this offensive line, guys, and figure it out real quick and in a hurry. And what they want to do has to be put into stone here, written down. Get it done, man. There can be no more musical chairs constantly. You have to get your game plan together, put the players you want in the position you want, and try to roll with it. Again, injuries happen. I understand that. But try to figure this shit out a little bit sooner than later, because Without that offensive line, nothing works. Nothing works. All right, guys, we're about 15 minutes into the show here on our Steelers Live post-game show, only here on Mic Drop Sports. I'm your host, Jason, as we continue to dive through a Week 2 matchup where the Pittsburgh Steelers missed opportunities, haunt them a little bit down the stretch in a close matchup here with the Denver Broncos. However, improving to 2-0, taking a little bit of a lead inside of that AFC North. So that's something to be excited about. D said Mason Rudolph averaged 24.5 points per game. Just saying. Yeah. Can't live in the past. Can't live in our fears. Isn't that what Mikey T says? John Broadway, finally, Washington with the TD catch. Guys, I got to say, that was a beautiful ball thrown by Justin Fields. And it was really, really nice to see Darnell Washington included in this game plan a little bit. Because honestly, guys, if you're down inside of that red zone, throwing to Darnell Washington is almost an automatic score. It really is. He is a monster, an absolute monster. Utilize him, man. Get him involved. And it was a good thing to see. Let's hope we see more of it moving forward. All right, guys, make sure you're smashing that like button for us here on our live Steelers post-game show. I'm going to get down here in the back in the other chat here once I catch up. Jones penalty hurt us. That's from TD. Absolutely, it did. Brent, what did y'all have to eat for the game? Burgers and dogs over here. Grilling season ain't done yet. I just had pizza. That's why I was late. My wife just came home with the pizza. She went over to get it. We had pizza and stuff, but again, we were out all day. Football all day for the Jacobs family here. Yes, for sure. But we ate pizza, all that good stuff. John Cutthroat, just ugly ass ball. Not entertaining and won't beat tier 1 teams in the playoffs. Great for 500 ball. Absolutely, John, and I agree with you. Guys, you cannot win championships playing like this. The defense is on point, guys. It's on point. And they're already starting to get nicked up a little bit. You can see it because they're on the field a lot today anyway. You can just see it. You can start to see it. And you can't win like that. You have to take commanding drives, burning up some clock, being a ball control offense. It has to be. It has to happen, man. And the Steelers got to figure it out. You can't continue to have a top shelf, top number 1 type defense in the NFL and continually have a bad offense. That doesn't work, man. Oh, shit, I almost knocked over my pop. That would have been horrible. D, you're killing me with those read-off comments. Roberta Campbell, I don't think 77 did himself any favors. Plus, I am not impressed with 84, but I hope Arthur doesn't favor him because he was coached by him. It started off good, then cooled the penalties. Yeah, I don't think he favors them. I think they're just part of the game plan. They come in when they need to. Cordell Patterson is a big body dude, and you're going to put him in there. He's going to get some snaps. Hopefully eventually you start to see why he gets some snaps, but we'll see what happens. I don't mind him being in, but I don't want to see an overuse of him either, Roberta. Extra Black, Broderick Jones should only see the field if someone gets injured. I can't argue that one right now. He's not playing well, and he needs to figure it out. He needs to get some things ironed out, definitely. Everett says we need to get them 3-3. We had a lot of them. We have to get more crispy per. I'm not sure what you're talking about, buddy, there. Extra Black, Steelers have got to find another wide receiver ASAP. Yeah, wouldn't hurt. Roberta Campbell sold first place in the AFC North. I hope they clean up and play. Yeah, me too, man. We'll see what happens. When Fields broke out of the Broncos blitz, the player was noticeably offsides and didn't get flagged, whereas TJ Watt did nothing and get flagged. Yeah, dude, it's very lopsided for sure. Pats are playing better than most thought for sure. Yeah, I agree. Danny George, we're number 1 in the division. What do you know? I agree. Yeah, start Russ right. You can't start Russ right now. No, I don't think you can. Justin Meneke, do you think the Steelers will win a playoff game this year? Not playing offense the way they are right now, I don't. What's up, Sean? 110 Shamir. Refs were following the script. It seems like it week after week. No doubt about it. Brent, Tom, what? Oh, he's talking to Tom. Danny George, we got ripped off a lot of plays. Can't say we didn't. Donald Trumpet, the refs are doing tricks on it at this point. Yeah, it seems crazy, doesn't it? Yeah, no doubt. Win is a win, fella. It's hard for me, man, to say that. It really is. How did you feel about the play-by-play guys in the booth? I hate those guys myself. Yeah, nothing special, man. I feel like right now, TV, cable TV especially, is just not good. It's not good. All right, guys, I got to move my chat and get back down here, so I might miss some chat. So if you want me to see something that I didn't get to, just tell me. I'm going to start here. Do you ever think about something during the game the way Big Ben does? Yeah, I always find myself getting there. I miss Big Ben a little bit. Challenger 16s. Fields has been serviceable, but I think we need more out of our quarterback. Need to score TDs. Yeah, and guys, I don't want to get overly crazy with my criticism of Justin Fields here because I think Justin Fields has improved slightly. I feel like he has gotten better here week after week. Well, only 2 weeks. I feel like there's a ton of room for improvement, no doubt. But when you're correcting some of the major mistakes, not all the time, but here and there, you start to see him fix some of the things that I thought have plagued him through his career. I got to be encouraged right now. Now, I'm not saying that continues, and I'm not saying that, these little increments of improvement are enough for the long term. But right now, it is what it is. I just can't see Mike Tomlin or this franchise going to Russell Wilson right now. I cannot see it. I can't see it. And I've been the biggest proponent of Justin Fields sitting on the bench. I've said that it was the right decision for Russell Wilson to start over and over and over again this offseason. I've continued to say that here, but right now, you can't do it. It's time has moved on. You're already going into week 3. Justin now has started 2 games in a row. You have won both of those games. He hasn't turned the ball over. He got lucky there. Zach Frazier snapped the ball a little bit too early. That's on Zach. That wasn't a Justin thing in my eyes anyway. Justin was not prepared for that. But definitely, I just don't see how you could go to Justin or to Russell Wilson. It's not about the points. It's about time of possession. Yeah, it's about time of possession, but you got to score points. You have to score points. Boswell field goals don't win games every single week in the NFL because there are going to be teams that score points on the Steelers, and their defense is lights out. But let's be real, guys. The rules are tailored toward the offense. And when you got to battle the referees week in and week out for the Steelers defense, that seems to be what happens. Wave your terrible towels for Miss Pittsburgh. What's up, Miss Pittsburgh? Brent Washington, a tight end or just a big wide receiver? I think he is definitely a monster tight end. That's what he is. An extension of that offensive line, can do a lot of things, man. And we did DJ Thomas, yeah, but after that TD, it was like we were done. Can't let up. Well, yeah, they were just shooting themselves in the foot. This is a game that I thought they should have blew out the Broncos. The Broncos suck, guys. Just to be real with you. They're freaking terrible. Terrible. And the Steelers should have lit them up. That's why when people are like, wins a win, I'm not so confident in that because I don't think every win is a win. You can still win and lose a bunch, in terms of what you're doing. You got to correct some of these issues. They have to be fixed, man. And there's so many coaching points that need to be covered this week at practice. And if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, you need to take advantage of that shit and really hammer this tape out and really look for some of these deficiencies to try to fix them here moving into week 3. Next week's matchup, guys, will be September 22nd. That is Sunday at 1 p.m. Chargers at Steelers at Acrisure Stadium, the first home game of this young season for your Pittsburgh Steelers as Justin Herbert and the The Los Angeles Chargers come to town to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's going to be a big one if you ask me. The Chargers behind Justin Herbert win against the Panthers, I believe, beating up on them a little bit and flying high. Yeah, they're coming in to play the Steelers in what's another meaningful game, guys, early because, again, I continue to preach and preach. Winning these games early is so imperative, man. So imperative. Daniel Warman, you can't call a Bengals fan for 50 years losing so many games. They are within seconds and get 2 penalties. My heart can't take it. I'm done. Yeah, dude, I don't think that was pass interference. I think you guys got robbed. That's another example of poor officiating, Daniel. Poor officiating, man. Defense kept them punting. Yeah. Defense gotta, though, be on that sideline a little bit. I had to watch KC beat Cincinnati before I came here. Yeah, me too, a little bit while I was eating. As long as we convert first downs, we're good. I don't know. Wait, I don't know. I'm not sure what you're trying to say there, as long as you get first down. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what you're saying. Malachi Smith, what's up? If Fields keeps playing hard and improving each week, he will keep the starting position. Yeah. Broderick Jones killed the momentum. That's from Sean Putman. Yeah, he did. He did. It was bad. It was very bad. I am worried. Jalen still might be dealing with the hamstring. He's looking rough. I thought he was a little bit better this week. We'll see what happens. Yeah, he's probably is, Roberto, a little bit. Those are tough injuries. Brent, y'all got something to grow on after this win. Like you said, y'all are close to something. Yeah, there's something. And what you can look for as a Steelers fan or as a fan of any team in the NFL. Again, if you see your ball club taking a little steps here at the beginning to get better every single week, that's a big positive. What you're going to, though, want to see week 4, week 5, week 6, that stretch right there, you're going to want to see big improvements there. If your team is going to have an opportunity to be successful in the playoffs and compete for Lombardies, that's where you're going to want to see real big strides start to be taken. That's where you're going to want to see teams really start to take off a little bit. So keep your eye out on that. Again, it's okay here at the beginning to chip away. But you really at some point got to start making some moves, and we'll see what happens here. Malachi Smith, he's absolutely improved. He hasn't thrown a big interception, and he's moving the ball and winning games. This is good football, fellas. I wouldn't call it good football just yet. I think it's positive. We'll say positive direction football. I wouldn't call it good football yet. The defense has been good. But the offense just hasn't been good. That's a fact. And it's a whole group effort. And when I say the offense hasn't been good, that doesn't mean one particular person or one particular position grouping is the ones holding them back. Like we always say, it starts with the offensive line. And when they're not playing up to par, you don't score points. And you can't get things done. And you can't move the football. There was some times that I saw Justin Fields stand in the pocket, have more than enough time to deliver the football, but didn't. Did it happen a lot? No. So there's encouraging things. And every little position group is contributing to the no touchdown thing. Tom Ford, the worst commentators are Chris Collinsworth and Tony Romo. Yeah, I'm not into either one of them either. We need a new offensive coordinator. I don't think so. Sorry, I'm trying to get back here. Sean, roll the dice with Corey Trice. I said that. My son was sitting beside me. I said Sean would be proud because I was just saying roll the dice with Corey Trice. I didn't get to text you, Sean, during the game today, man. I was like so busy. By the time I got home, it was like shit. I barely had enough time to catch what I did catch and get on here. DJ Thomas, even if you bring in Wilson now, the line is rough and no wide receiver too. Double team on Pickens. Our tight ends might be the only thing that he has. Fields has his legs. And Yes, DJ, that's another one of my big reasons why you keep Justin Fields in here now and don't put in a quarterback that's been dealing with a calf injury. Why? Because Justin Fields can move. And in this offense currently, with the state of the offensive line, just like DJ Thomas said, you can't do that. You can't put somebody back there that's not going to be able to be on the move and run when necessary to extend plays. I think also one thing I've seen out of Justin that I have to applaud him a little bit for, it's not every time, but it's sometimes, he has been trying to push the ball down the field before he does take off. Even when he is moving inside of the pocket, he is still trying to get that ball out and find a way to push it downfield to the playmakers. So I have to applaud him for small improvement in that category right now too. TD, I was encouraged to see Fields was more in the pocket this week and not running the ball unless he needs to. Absolutely. Another thing you guys have to look at too, and I think I need to bring it up as a talking point here. This was the first week that the Steelers actually made a game plan and a scheme surrounding Justin Fields. So you could basically look at this as really week one for that combo because they really didn't get the game plan. They really didn't have a scheme set up for Justin last week. So maybe that's a little bit, 6, 7 quarters here. Justin Fields, 8 quarters rather, of Justin Fields. Now maybe Arthur Smith is going to start to get a little bit more of a feel, 110 Shamir, we're not expecting much from JF2. He just needs to move the chains. He did the first half. Any team will adjust on their defense. Second half penalties killed us in this game. Well, yeah, of course adjustments are going to be made, but that has to go for both teams. That has to go for the Steelers and the Denver Broncos. Last week in Atlanta, I thought the Steelers offense made adjustments. I thought they made improvements that were pivotal in getting that win. This week, not so much. I don't feel like they really made major adjustments. Now, there's more talking points to that particular thing that we'll dive in through the week too. Mark Collins, how did your game go today for your kids? Yeah, we won. Guys, literally, we've only had one team. Out of 4 games, we've had one team actually score points on us. We've had 3 shutouts and one game that we lost. I think it was 22 or 28-0, which we played horrible. Our kids got psyched out and beat themselves, really. And I put a lot of it on me. I tried a little bit of a different game plan and a little bit different approach. It didn't work with the personnel that we currently have. But this week, our kids came out and really were lights out. My little 9-year-old quarterback had 2 or 3 passing touchdowns today, really moving the ball. They were running a no huddle, spreading it out. I got to have a proud dad moment, too. My son plays in the spread. He's the single setback, the sidecar to the quarterback in the shotgun. And he really did really well running the football. Probably had almost close to 100 yards on the ground, and probably I think he had 3 extra point scores, conversions also. We don't kick, so yeah, he had 3 conversions, some big rip-off runs there. First run of the game, I think he gained like 20-some yards. So yeah, really positive. Really positive, and my boys had a big touchdown in the first drive. One of our other kids, Tucker, he took a pass to the house on a actual call where they did a check with me. We have that kind of audible in our system now. He did the check with me. Boom, boom, boom. Hit that go, and boom, to the house he went. 40 yards, I think it was, for a big score. So yeah, my kids did awesome. Very proud of them. And we got some kids that don't normally get a ton of snaps to get a lot of them, so I was really happy. Challenger 16, I'm hearing Justin Herbert may be out next week. That's good news for the Steelers. Tom Ford, I think the Chargers will be the first real test. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely, Tom. You're right. Challenger 16, we did that. Pearl of Pearls. Hi, I'm new. What happened? Nothing, Perla. Just talking Steelers. Good to see you in the chat. Glad to have you. You can stick around by hitting that subscribe button, hitting that like button for us too. We're about 35 minutes into the show, guys. Make sure you're hitting the shit out of that like button for us here on our Steelers Live post-game show, only here on Mike Drop Sports. I'm your host, Jason. As always, we will be back tomorrow also with our daily uploads and our daily live show to talk more Steelers football after I get another opportunity to rewatch this football game and really dissect some of the issues that I think the Pittsburgh Steelers have and may continue to have, but we'll see. But watching it the second time always shows things that you don't see in the heat of battle. George Pickens sucks. You're crazy, TTV PSP. You're crazy, bro. I don't even know how you can say that with a straight face. 110 Shamir, defense didn't get much rest after the second half. No. And guys, we can't get that theme going this year. You can't let that defense out there to just hang themselves, man. They're going to be injured up. They're going to be beat down. And you're going to be playing with people off the couch. If you're the Steelers on offense, you have to figure out how to control that football quick and in a hurry because you can't allow that to happen this season. Also, guys, don't forget to get yourself that Mic Drop Mafia membership. I hope you enjoyed the members-only pregame show today. That was for Mic Drop Mafia members only, 99 cents a month. Always will be 99 cents a month, so make sure you get that so you can enjoy members-only content throughout the year. Let's keep going. Donald out and back. It is obvious that they are trying to turn Fields into a pocket passer. Yeah, and I hope they succeed. Definitely. We'll just have to see how that transition really works. Sean, not too bad. Ran out of steam second half, but oh well. Fields just needs to handle a snap. They'll be good. Yeah, I don't think that was Justin Fields' fault. I think that was Zach Frazier snapping it a little bit out of sorts there, off pace. Their offense looks so vanilla. Yeah, but I can see where they're attempting to do some different things. I can see where there is some things that are improving, but it's very subtle things. John Broadway, hey, good night, Yens. Take care. See you, Johnny. DJ Thomas, Broncos 0-2 and the Panthers 0-2. I know you're against DJ, but I'm calling Monday to ask about Sutton or bring DJ back. It will get that double team off of Pickens. Fields gets a wide receiver too, helps the line and run. DJ, I can't argue with you. Wherever they can get help, get it. I'm at that point now. I think you're going to have to. I still have high hopes for this wide receiver room. I don't think all hope is lost with it. I think Roman Wilson could eventually contribute. But I think they got to get things going here, and that's going to take some time to continue to gel, but I don't know if they have that time to continue to wait. Tom Ford, Jason, congratulations on your team winning. Thank you. Appreciate that. Sean Payton is a great coach. I expect him to adjust the second half. Penalties screwed us the second half. This will be a different conversation if penalties didn't kill us. I don't know about how different, but it would have definitely been different for sure. Mark Collins, congratulations. That's awesome. Thank you. It is abruptly clear that we need a second receiver desperately. I can't argue. Somebody got to step up or they got to go get one, period. Mark Collins missed coaching the kids. I did it for 12 years. Yeah, man, coaching is addicting. It's definitely really, really fun. And I say that why? Because you get to be part of the game again. You get to be part of the traditions and the fun and the game planning and the excitement of winning and the lows of losing. And it's definitely something that's super addicting and super fun to do. And it's fun to see your kids get better every week, man. It's so amazing to watch film of that game and you're like, damn, they're getting a little bit better. They're doing this a little bit better. And when you don't think as a coach, coaching points stuck during the week and you see them start to stick and you're like, they were paying attention. It just didn't seem like they were. So yeah, it definitely is cool. We desperately need a wide receiver too to help the offense before playing actual teams. That's from West Coast Berg. Can't argue, brother. Can't argue it. Thank you, Miss Pittsburgh. Mark Collins, that Chargers have the best defense so far that we will play. Yes, they will. Yes, they will. TD, let's go. A smack that thumbs button. Absolutely. Thank you, TD. Appreciate it. What's your Facebook name? Mike Drop Sports, man. I'll post it. I got to post the link and I'll post it on the comments or a community section. I got to do that tonight. It's also, I believe, in our description on our channel page. What Mark did the altitude have a lot to do with? I'm not sure what you're talking about. West Coast Berg, that playing safe crap is a Tomlin thing, always has been. Yeah, and I think he is ultra conservative for too much of the game, man. There's some times where you got to take a couple chances and you got to start figuring things out. Now that can bite you in the ass, no doubt about it. But definitely has to be done a little bit more. MC Prods, Ravens off to a great start. Good luck versus Dallas next week. Yeah, guys, potentially you could see the Baltimore Ravens 0-3. Let's see where the Bengals are going next week. Hold on one second. I thought I seen somebody I knew in the chat there. The Bengals. Where are the Bengals at? The Bengals go to Washington. They could easily go to 0-3 also, guys. So definitely the Steelers. Where are the Browns playing? Let's see where the Browns are playing next week. The Browns are playing the Giants. I think they'll win. I think they'll improve to 2-1. And I think it'll start to be a two-horse race in the AFC North. Now, I will say this, guys. If you're the Bengals and you are the Ravens, digging an 0-3 ditch is not wise, man. Man, is that going to be tough to get yourself out of, especially if the Steelers can maintain pace. NFL talking more. The Steelers' offense looks so bad. Yeah, they didn't look great, but I feel like they have some things that they can improve on for sure. Guys, don't spam my chat, NFL. Talking more. Don't do that shit to me. You must have a channel if you're saying NFL talking more. So don't spam my stuff, man. I wouldn't do that to your channel, so don't do it to mine. I thought the Steelers are basement dwellers. Yeah, I thought that too, Sean. Ravens 0-2, Bengals 0-2. Absolutely. MC Prods Raven off. We did that. John Ben, what's wrong with Jones? I think that elbow injury is really bothering him. I really do think that that's more important than most people let on. I definitely think that's an issue. And I think, honestly, being tossed back and forth, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, I think that that's not the way you handle a guy like Broderick Jones. It's just not. It's just not the proper way. I feel like the Steelers have grossly mismanaged him. I understand what they had to do last year. He had to get in. He had to play. He had to do what he had to do. But I think what the Steelers should have did this offseason was cement him at the left tackle spot and told Dan Moore, sit or play right tackle, do what you got to do, goodbye. That's what I would have did. But it is what it is. Good early season win. I see the improvement in the offense. This is from Pittsburgh 412. Got to become more in sync. Broderick, what happened to you, buddy? It's in his head. Guys, I still feel like Broderick Jones is the future left tackle with this franchise, and I feel like he will get out of this funk. Every player gets in funks, guys. Broderick Jones will be no different, but I do think that he gets back on track here. I think the Steelers have to start managing him correctly by leaving him in one position also, and stop this bullshit of tossing him around. I don't think it's good for him. Oscar, I watched the 49ers versus the Vikings game earlier, and man, oh man, what a difference. I guarantee it, dude. I guarantee it, Oscar. Teams are far different, man. And that's why Steelers fans can't turn the blinders on to that. And that's why it's hard for me to do the win as a win stuff. Because I really feel like the Steelers fans are going to get their hopes up for things that potentially won't happen, you know? Hold on. There we go. 16-3, Steel City. That's for Steelers lead. I don't think so, man. We play a high caliber team and watch. We are going to burn out our defense and our offense won't do crap. Yeah, they can't do that, though. That's what they have to prevent. That has to be something that they fix soon. What's up with Jones? Cut him? No, dude. You don't cut Broderick Jones. Anybody that's calling for Broderick Jones to be cut right now and acting like he's just some broken player, I think you're just way off base there, man. I think you need to reel it back in a little bit because Broderick Jones is not a guy that should even be in the same sentence as cut, at least not right now. Maybe if this continues for a long period of time, then you can have that conversation. But right now, that's not a conversation that needs to be had. Mark Collins, the second half play for the Steelers on offense and defense. Yeah, it wasn't very good. Oh, okay, that's what you're talking about. Okay. Oscar, I'll take the win, but I'm also not in denial. Let's be real. Good comment, Oscar. Steve Waybright, hi, I'm from West Virginia. Go Steelers. Yeah, I live in West Virginia also, Steve, up in Cheat Lake. So, right on the border of Pennsylvania. So, man, good to see another West Virginian in the chat. Chandler Landry, 69. Do you like the Lions? No, I like the Steelers. But the Lions got beat today. Sean, I think he's lazy. I don't. I think you're digging there, Sean. Chicago and Texans play now. Did the Texans just kick a field goal? I don't know, Miss Pittsburgh. I got to turn it on. You can keep us updated on that one. Yeah, Danny's also from there too, Clarksburg. Seneca rocks. Oh, that's cool, man. It's awesome, man. Good to see you, Steve. Hit the subscribe button. Join us. Come back and talk with us, man. We talk a little West Virginia stuff here every now and again. Sorry, I meant 13-3. 13-3 is far fetched too, brother. I hate to say it because they're gonna lose, man. They're gonna lose some ball games here, man. John B's that throw from Fields to Pickens that got called back was beautiful. He's been getting robbed by penalties on back-to-back weeks. That was a beautiful throw, and that's why I said there are some things that are still very encouraging to watch for the Steelers and to build on, definitely. DJ Thomas, try to open a jar with your opposite hand or wipe your ass with the other hand. Now picture trying to hold a 300 plus pound man back with the opposite hand. Jones will be fine, plus his good arm is hurt. Yeah, that injury's playing a role for sure. Awesome. Awesome, guys. I'm going to stand up here, but I want to make sure you guys hit the shit out of that like button for us here on our Steelers post-game show live as we go live every single day, man. I appreciate you all for stopping through. If you haven't subscribed already to Mike Drop Sports, make sure you do. We truly, truly appreciate it as we march toward 4,000 subscribers and try to build a real community in which you can come and sound off and talk football. 110 Shamir, don't forget to smash that like button. We can talk football all day, but show some love. Subscribe for real talk. Thank you, 110 for Shamir. Appreciate you, man. 13-6. You can't be 13-6 in the regular season. M. David Dellinger Jr. Man, always nice seeing the Bengals and Ravens lose, and seeing them 0-2 is even better. Can't argue, David. Kevin Schroyer, Kings of the North, 2-0, baby. What's up, Kevin? Yeah. Big time, man. Big time. Definitely cool to see the Steelers sitting atop the AFC North. Hold on, guys. I'm going to adjust a little bit there because I wanted to stand up. So, hey, the bobblehead loves it. He loves it, man. He loves it. All right, guys, let's start to wind things down here. So make sure you put your comments, questions, and concerns inside of the chat. Anything else you want to talk about? Again, tomorrow night's live show and tomorrow morning, I'm going to have a little bit different, some different perspectives on the game after I get to watch it again a little bit. So watch some of the highlights again. Watch the game in its entirety. Try to dissect it. I want to watch some of the highlights from other teams along the AFC North and some other big highlights throughout the league. I definitely want to get into all of that kind of stuff. Also, again, make sure you get your Mic Drop Mafia membership, 99 cents a month. Always will be 99 cents a month. And enjoy all the perks, man. Mark Collins, yeah, Joe Burrow was so pissed off. He was, man. I would be too. Troy looked good at right tackle, but still needs improvement. Yeah, I thought he was average, which is okay. It was his first start. Yeah, I don't want to beat him up too bad about it. Definitely not. Have a good night, everyone, and remember, a win is a win. Sean, it ain't a win. A win isn't a win. Quit. I'm just jabbing your jaws. Jamar Chase got into a little scuffle on the field. Oh, I didn't see that, Miss Pittsburgh. DJ Thomas, in a way, this schedule might work out. We have time to fix our weaknesses, get a bye, Sutton back, and be ready to put the AFC North teams out. Yeah. Man, Beanie Bishop, though, has been concerning for me. That's the one real super weak spot I've been seeing. I mentioned during the game to my son, man, Cameron Sutton not being there is hurting. It is hurting. Penguin Goats, Packers are better? I don't think so. The last 8 games will be a gauntlet. Absolutely. Yeah, we'll take first place, Sean. Miss Pittsburgh, here we go. Thank you. Appreciate it. 2-0, baby. That's it, man. 2-0. We'll take that. But we still got to be realists, my friends. We still got to be realists. All right, guys. We're going to start winding it down here. A win is not a win. Penalties screw us so bad. Corey Trice should be a starter at slot. I don't know if he really translates super well into the slot position. That's the problem. He's a big, tall guy, physical guy. I just don't know. Maybe you should try it a little bit. Maybe. I don't know if he possesses the speed for there. I think you need a smaller, more shifty, quicker, speedier guy there. That's just what I think. But maybe I'm wrong too. Kevin Shorter, the pass interferences that caused Pickens to not get the catches cost me my one fantasy league. That sucks, dude. I hate that. Better luck next time. Have a good night. Catch y'all next week. All right, David. I think the Ravens and Bengals are 0-3 next week. I hope so, man. I'd love to see the Steelers build up a little bit of a cushion here, man. Definitely. All right, guys. Let's just do it. We're going to wrap it up. Thank you. A lot of consistent viewership through tonight's live stream. We'll continue to build on that as we get through all these shows and get through more games and hopefully more Steelers wins. And let's get to that 4,000 mark and try to really, really get this channel built the way we want it to be. We're almost there to 4,000, so let's get that. And hopefully things will continue to build up, man. Jason, for real. Hey, win. All right, Rich, we'll see you, man. All right, guys, thank you for joining me. I'm Jason. This is Mike Drop Sports. Until tomorrow, peace.